Alright guys, it's like early Wednesday morning, and this just happened. And welcome to my vlog.
And welcome to my vlog.
As I was doing my little shenanigans on the roadways, I bumped into an old friend. You guys remember him from vlog 200? Well, my Canadian viewers do. The American viewers can't see that vlog anymore because it got blocked. It's Angry Joe.
Fuck off.
And he brought out his Mustang, which I don't know how well you can see it right now due to the shit light, but he's got, what is it, 94? 91 Mustang GT. 5 liter, of course, you know, 302. Goes like snot. It's 5-speed, manual transmission. Hell's yeah. And then back in the day, what we used to do is, well, you're gonna
money, bitch.
You're gonna shank me with a gardening spoon.
I found this, man.
Did you find it in the car, or were you just out there?
It's shiny and intimidating, but yet I could say, hey, I'm just doing some gardening. You know what I mean?
You're a bit insane, bud.
It's very sharp. Feel that, actually. Yeah.
I know. Well, it's good for you know, taking out hearts and stuff.
Impaling scrote bags.
Yes, taking out the scrotes. Right on. Back in the day, we used to go down Lakeshore Drive side by side, or side by each for the French people.
Right there.
Right there, side by each, 2 by twice.
Right there.
And we do like 30 kilometers an hour down Lakeshore. And we used to call it the 10-liter wall of pain. It was awesome. Good times. Right on. Alrighty, time to head her home. I don't have far to go, but we'll go for a little boot and then head her home. What the frig, right? What the frig? Oh, coffee, right? Coffee, right? Can't have that. YouTube doesn't like that shit. And now my window doesn't want to work. Alright, so we're gonna have to buy that motor. Alrighty, well that was fun. Got to meet up with Angry Joe, hang out, had a coffee. Now it's time to go home, go to bed. No idea what we're going to get into tomorrow, but I has a feeling we will not be driving this if the motors are not working right for the window. So, frig sakes, son of a bitch, friggin' windows will not go down. It sucks. Especially if it's hot out tomorrow. It really sucks. Right. Home there, so I'm going to shut this down and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Alright, peace the frig out. Oh, she was doing so good today. Thought for sure the switches would have fixed the problem, but obviously not. So, maybe I'll have to get it checked out by somebody who knows what the frig they're doing and see if we can get this window motor figured out. Other option is it could be the wiring for it that's crimping up in the door. So, we'll get that looked at. But those switches needed to be replaced regardless because the old switches were broken and shit. So, right on. One thing down. We'll get more done. And hopefully soon. Because I really want to drive my car. My buddy Chuck is actually back in town there, so I might bug him sometime this coming week and see if he can look at the wires in the door, because I have no idea how to do that and what I'm looking for, and he's good at that kind of stuff, so maybe we can fix that. Maybe if that's the problem, then right on. If not, then Dickard. That sucks, but I might just say frig it and order the parts from Rock Auto anyway and just get it over with and stove them in, and that might make things better. Yeah, I'm going to head her inside there, probably friggin' go to sleep because I'm pretty tired and call it a night. So I'll talk to you guys in the AM and we will go from there. So right on. So until tomorrow, guys, peace the frig out and stuff. Alrighty guys, well it's like Wednesday morning now, or afternoon I should say, about close to 2. And I've been up for a bit. I've been shopping around trying to find some window motors for that car so I can get the friggin' thing working right, because that's just pissing me right off. So I called around. I called Maslack, and they want an arm and a leg and a firstborn son for their motors. They are, what brand were they? They weren't Dorman, they were some brand I'd never heard of, and made in China to boot. After last night talking with Angry Joe, he told me he bought some stuff from Maslack that by the same company. I already shot all this before, guys. I'm kind of pissed off about this. I shot this entire clip with the Kodak, the ZI-10, and ends up the audio didn't record. I got F'd in the A on that one, but yeah. So sure enough, they wanted like 64 bucks a door motor over at Maslack. I was like, you got any other brands? They're like, nope, this is the only ones we carry. We don't have them here. We have them in Sudbury. You're gonna have to wait till we can order them in. Probably take a day or two. And I was like, son of a bitch. Okay, like I'm in no rush. I don't know if when my mechanic buddy's gonna have a chance to actually pop the door panels off and take a look at the job and do her. But you know. So I called another place called CarQuest and asked them. I said, hey, listen, I need the motors, and they're like, well, ended up being $57 for remanufactured motors and $14 on top of that for core deposit. So you have to give them 14 bucks, and when you bring back your cores, like the old ones, they would give you 14 bucks back. I was like, holy shit, even you guys are ripping off. Like, this is ridiculous. What the hell? And then she's like, oh, wait a second. She starts browsing some more. She goes, I got these ones by Dorman, 36 bucks a piece. Now, Rock Auto's asking $24 plus $10 shipping. So, you know, it ends up being pretty much the same price, and I don't have to risk it going through the U.S. to the Canadian border and the Border Patrol looking into it and then taxing it all to hell again for it being for shipping. So I personally think this is the best way to go, is by the Dormans. So that's what I did. I ordered them up. They'll be in tomorrow morning, they said. So I'll go tomorrow in the afternoon and scoop those up. I'm probably going to text my buddy Chuck there when I go back in the house and see if he's awake, see if he's back in town, and see if we can schedule a day to have him rip the side panels off the doors and friggin' get her done. So tonight I'm probably going to drive the Super 6, but just because I want to, you know, have windows. I don't like the idea of getting to work and then not being able to put up my window. I really don't. So it's kind of a shame too, because I really enjoyed driving this yesterday. It was fun. But if we have to, we got this guy. At least we're not, you know, out of a car. Unlike when I first put the Trans Am on the road and I was taking the, originally I would take my old Tempo or my Focus off the insurance. I'd just put it on comprehensive, you know, theft and fire, and then roll like that. But now I just leave them both on the insurance because the old Trans Am back there somewhere, there it is, she's on the silver wheel, which means I'm the only driver of that car allowed, but I pay like 150 bucks a year. So, you know, and it's covered for $7,500. So if anything happens to it, where some idiot drives like a moron and T-bones me and stows in the car and I live, if I die, well, you know, probably won't get much for it, but it won't matter because I'll be dead. But if I live, they'll give me $7,500 for it. You know, it's like the ultimate insurance for people who just want to buy a classic car toy. And no, Silver Wheel will not do trucks because they consider trucks utility vehicles and work vehicles. They only cover classic cars. There might be something out there that'll do trucks, but as far as I can tell, Silver Wheel will only touch cars. Their stipulations are kind of stiff too. You got to be over the age of 25. You got to have another car that's insured from another company. So, like, you know, the G6, it's insured through TD. So, right on. You're the sole driver of that car. It is not to be used for work. And I clarified that with them to see what they meant, because I was like, well, what if I were to drive it to work and you know, just bring it to work? And they said, well, where do you work? So I told them, and they're like, oh, well, you're not delivering pizzas or, you know, slinging parts for an auto company. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, okay. So that was all cleared up. Lucky. Lucky indeed. That's right on there. So I can easily drive the car whenever I want. I just got to fix those window motors because that's going to piss me off if I go to roll up the window and or roll down the window and it doesn't respond. At least last night it didn't respond rolling down, because if I would have got home and it didn't respond rolling up, I probably would have freaked out. Oh well, we'll get those new motors in. I looked at how to change them. It's a hour and a half of a job. I really don't feel like doing it. But it looks like the Dormans come with all the kit. Like, it comes with the bolt pattern, with the bolts and everything to attach them, because you got to drill out the old rivets. I just don't feel like getting into that because that's a lot of work. And I don't know what the frig I'm doing. So I don't want to break my car. I love my car. But we'll get my buddy over here, my buddy Chuck. He's good at doing that shit. And he's braver than me. So we'll get him over here. He'll figure it out. And then we'll rock and roll. Then we will rock and frickin' roll. But on that note, I'm heading her back inside. I need something to eat, and we'll talk to you guys in a bit. Peace out. Well, I'm hungry in the frig, but it's kind of late even, though I don't care. I'm going to make some soup, sandwich, eat that, and then head her off to work. So let's hammer down. Well, I just had a sandwich and a bowl of kimchi rice. It was other kimchi noodles. It was really good. Look, you can tell. But I gotta head her off to work soon. I'm gonna drive the Trans Am. I'm just not gonna roll the windows down. Should be alright. And we'll rock and roll to work and go from there. I'm also kind of upset with the way that burnout sounded yesterday. The flip did not do it any justice. It sounded really cool from inside the car. But the microphone on the flip is kind of shit. So the guy's gonna be like, what'd you do? Like, I don't understand. Well, yeah. I don't blame him for saying that, but whatevs. Well, we'll get our shit ready, get our shit packed, and head her off to work. So let's hammer down and see you guys in the car. Peace out. Alrighty, well, we got the friggin' GoPro going here. Field recorder to pick up the audio inside the car. Should be pretty awesome. So now I'm like 100% sure that the problem is the window motor, because the window wouldn't go down. I hit the door skin and now it's working. So the window motors are shot. However, I pick up my new ones tomorrow, and then on Friday Chuck said he'd come over and do them, so I'd have them for the weekend. So right on. Also, a lot of people are asking me about tire pressure, if I actually checked the tire pressure in the car. Yes, I did. They're running at 32 PSI across the board. I got one of those digital things that you stab on the antler and it tells you how many PSI, and I said they're all about 32, like some are like 32.4, some are 32.2, some are like 31.9, you know. They're close to 32, good enough for me. That's what the tire calls for, so, you know, for maximum traction and maximum longevity. These tires are actually pretty sweet. They're the Fusion ZRI series. I think BF Goodrich makes them. And what was funny was my old tires on this thing were pieces of shit. They're 4 different tires. It was like a farm car basically, and the back tires were unidirectional, and the friggin' guys put them on backwards. So during like the time like this, it'd be fine, but when it rained, all the water would build up underneath the tire and you had like 0 traction. So you could really friggin' cock over the program really quick with that. But nothing like doing friggin' sliding turns and stuff. Like, it was easier to drift in the rain because you had no traction whatsoever, but you know what? I don't want to be in this lane. I want to be over here. And the reason for that is because I'm not going to take the way I normally take. I'm going to take the long way. So I think this is the first time the GoPro's ever been used in this car. Yup. Last year I was using my Canon in this car. Yeah, so Angry Joe asked me last night if I was planning on buying a new engine for the car. You know what? This dirty old 305 is still doing a great job pulling the car around. I have no need to upgrade it. You know, I don't know what everybody's craving is for more horsepower, more speed, and tons of performance and all that. When you're driving around town, you can only do 50 kilometers an hour anyway. So having like 475 horse under your feet is kind of pointless. Unlike most places, Northgate doesn't have a track, so you can't really race. And if you're caught street racing, well, kiss your car, your license, and your life goodbye. Because they ding you for so much for street racing now. They charge a $15,000 fine for aggressive driving, repo your car, and suspend your license for a year. I can't be dealing with that. No frickin' way in hell. I also can't be dealing with these idiots driving like idiots. Holy traffic today. It's actually a cool one out today. Man, I'm not used to sitting this low to the ground while driving. Everything feels weird. I know some of you out there probably have lower cars than this thing, but definitely does feel different driving a Firebird versus driving the G6 for so long. Oh, I love this car. I love it to death. Just wish I knew more about spinning wrenches. Or not knew more about it, but was more confident and comfortable. Like, I sweat bullets when I spin wrenches on this thing. So I'm so scared I'm going to break something. And then I won't know how to fix it. And I really don't want to do redneck repairs on this car because I love this car. So that stupid piece of shit Sony mic that I bought for $8 off eBay, broken. Doesn't work anymore. Gonna have to take it apart and see what the hell happened. Maybe fix it. Or, you know, throw it in the garbage, one of the two. Probably gonna tear it apart and fix it. It sounds like the connectors aren't hooking up because I hooked it up to, that's what I shot this morning. I was gonna do the vlog today with the Kodak with the with that thing on it, but friggin' no audio on the video. So I checked it and hooked it up to the field recorder to see how that would work, and nothing. So I'm back to using the old boom mic on the field recorder because I can't use the GoPro's audio. It sounds like balls. Too bad I didn't have the Hero 2. I could plug a mic into that and rock out. Something else I don't like about that ZI-10 is when you plug an external mic into it, it automatically lowers the volume 50% regardless of what you set the mic gain sensitivity to. So that really sucks. It's like it completely ignores the mic gain sensitivity and just drops it to the floor. So not too happy about that. You know, if Kodak put decent camera mics in their camera, they probably would have got more sales and wouldn't have went bankrupt. But they built them so shittily. What Kodak should have done was when Cisco was dropping the flip line, they should have bought it and used their technology to make the ultimate vlogging camera. Because I gotta say, I love vlogging with a pocket camera. I've said that multiple times. You know, if they would have made a decent camera with a nice mic that sounded good, the video quality out of the ZX5 is superb. Audio sucks. Now, they could have had better audio out of the ZX5. That would have been simply amazing, and we might be here for a while. Oh, they made it an all-way stop. Nice. Oh, I love this car. Well, I hope tonight isn't as busy as it was last night, because last night was simply ridiculous. That was just like one piss off after another. Non-stop calls, just driving me frickin' bonkers. Let's see if we can weasel this fat boat between these two. No, not gonna try it. We are gonna try and put it beside that Hyundai, because it looks like there's enough room over here. Alrighty, we're at work, so friggin' talk to you guys on my break. Peace out. Holy shit, people, the Locusts. The Locusts. They're back. Look at all the Locusts. Unbelievable. If you're wondering how far away they are, well, I'm at maximum zoom. And from back here, you can barely tell they're there. Alrighty, well, it's freaking break time, and it's rainier than piss out right now. It's coming down like dogs and cats and dogs and chickens and stuff, so it really sucks, but what can you do? We need it. Grass needs it. So friggin' Bruce is trolling the news sites, and he comes across this news article about a bad batch of LSD that was released by some drug builder guys, I don't know. But basically, anybody who took this, I'm gonna call it acid, I guess, or LSD, if that's probably two different things, but anybody who took it, it caused an elevation of body temperature, which basically they'd strip off all their clothes to try and keep cool, and it would cause superhuman strength and feral tendencies. And there's been attacks where the cops ended up having to shoot the guy because they couldn't get him to back down, as he exhibited zombie-like natures. The guy was biting the other person's face like a friggin' zombie. So guess what, guys? Zombie epoch, it's coming. Time to get your shotguns ready and stuff and gear up, because looks like hell's coming to Earth. So hopefully they get that epidemic all maintained and underway and stuff, because that's kind of crazy. Really, really crazy. Thought I'd give you guys that. I'll post a link in the description to the actual news article so you can read it for yourself. It's pretty fricked up. But yeah, by all means, check it out. I don't know about you guys, but this more or less reminds me of that movie 28 Days Later, when Buddy wakes up in the hospital and he walks out and the streets are barren and stuff, and the disease caused like a zombie-like effect, but it was blood transmitted. Like the dead weren't coming, well, the dead were coming back to life sort of, because you die after you got infected and come back to life superhuman and, you know, really strong and stuff, and beat the living shit out of things and bleed into them, and then kind of sort of reminds me of that. So I don't know, we'll see what they do to maintain and that, and oh frig, hope they get it under control like friggin' yesterday, because that's ridiculous. Friggin' ridiculous. Winners don't use drugs! Just saying. Remember they used to have that on our arcade games? Remember that? Back in the day, the arcade games, the quarter op, the coin ops? They used to have that on you play like Streets of Rage or something, and be like, winners don't use drugs. They'd have that flash in front of you. And they had that awesome arcade game, Narc, where you had like a machine gun in one hand and a rocket launcher in the other, and you just blew the shit out of people all day. I love that game. I miss that game. Narc was badass. Look at that, just straying off topic. Way to go, Adam, eh? Frig yeah. Anywho, I better head back inside, because you guys are getting nice and saturated and you're going to start to be soggy and stuff, so I'm going to head her back inside and I'll friggin' talk to you guys on my lunch, and hopefully by then it's not raining. So yeah, talk to you guys later. Peace out. You know, it's really remarkable. A couple days ago, the weather was completely unbearable. Muggier than all shit, 35 degrees out, you know, just crap weather. And today, after we had that storm the other night and a little bit of rain, as you can tell, everything's soaking wet. It's like 10 degrees out, and I dig it. I like this. This is nice. The weather just changes just by some simple rain. I'm hoping up north in the Timmins region and Kirkland Lake region that they got pissed on like we did, because they really need it. Like really, really, really need it. Us, not so much, but you know, it's nice regardless. Wonder if those bugs are still up there. No, they moved on. Oh, I take it back. There they are. Holy shit, eh? I wonder what they're doing. Why they're congregating above the tree like that. Not exactly sure what they're doing. I know they don't bite. They don't have mouths. They're like little pre-shads, as we call them. Mayflies. They have different names for them. But they're kind of pointless. They don't really do anything. They just kind of bump into you and shit, and they're kind of dumb. But yeah, I'm not sure what the frig they're up to or what's going on, but they're up there still. They're up there still. You can see them when you zoom in, but that's about it. And all they do is just flock around, and then they land on you, and they don't bite. They just land on you. Kind of a pointless bug if you ask me. But any hoozle, I'm out here on my lunch break. It's finally starting to calm down a little bit. Shit's still broken. Won't be able to get a lot of repairs done until tomorrow now, so that sucks. But that's, I mean, like for networking stuff, not the car. Not talking about the car right now. Nah. Well, tomorrow we'll go pick up the new window motors right on, and then when we have the door panels off, yeah, I'm going to do like a lot of you suggested, and clean the tracks and all that, and re-lubify it, and get them working perfectly so that I can have some mint windows. Mint windows. Not the flavor, the function. And go from there. So I'm just on lunch right now. I'm going to probably get a bite to eat, not sure what, and then carry on with the night. It's Wednesday. Day, what, 10 of 12? 10 days straight of working. Oh my god, my brain hurts a lot, but yeah, we'll just go from there and carry on with the night. Not sure what else the night will bring, probably not much, so we'll just go with it, and I'll talk to you guys about 10:30 break, and hopefully the rain stops just long enough for me to you know, whip out the camera and talk to it. Yeah, so until then, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace the frig out. Alrighty, well, it's like 10 o'clock or something that night. It's gotten a lot chillier out, that's for sure. Holy shit. Well, there might be a change of plans. I might be doing the window motors tomorrow instead of Friday, which is right on. I don't know what CarQuest means by they'll be in the morning. How early of a morning are we talking here? But that means I need to go home, go to bed, wake up early, call CarQuest, see if my motors are in, and go scoop them up. Because Chuck wants to come over tomorrow and possibly do the motors and get them out of the way. So that'd be right on. Get that done and over with, and then I can enjoy my car the rest of the summer. That'd be friggin' sweet. So, right on. Yeah. But as for tonight, guys, I think I'm going to shut this down here and get this edited and thrown up to YouTube. So, you know the routine. Unfortunately, once again, there was no shout out today because I haven't done much research on who to give a shout out to. So, sorry, guys. Suck for that. But if you like today's video, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit the like button. Let me know you like the video. And, well, frig, I like that. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns about today's video, you know where to leave them. Comment section below. And you know me, I respond to comments, so friggin' have at her. And until next time, guys, keep on vlogging.